All right, good afternoon. Here we are at Money 20 with Hilary Packer at Amex. Tell us what you do there.
Hi, it's great to be with you. Thanks for having me today. I lead enterprise data and AI at American Express.
Okay, yeah. So we were just chatting about agentic AI, specifically how you guys are using it. Could you maybe just go into a little bit more detail about how Amex thinks of agentic AI and what form it's going to take?
Yeah, one of the things we're really excited about, we're talking about here at Money 2020, is about agentic commerce and how we do that in a safe and transparent way for customers. And so really what we're thinking about is, how do we put trust at the center of agentic commerce? It's in its early days, and for 175 years of American Express, we've had the trust of our customers, and that's a super important part going forward. So we're thinking about, how do we make sure trust is embedded into all the experiences that we offer with agentic commerce?
Okay, so you brought up safety. What are some of the safety concerns around agentic AI?
So it's an interesting question. It's such an emerging technology, and our first and foremost, we want our customers to have the opportunity to participate in these innovative experiences, right? We want to be top of wallet. We want everyone to be able to use their American Express card in these great experiences. But when we talk about safety is, how do you know that the agent did what you were expecting it to do? The example I like to use that brings it close to home is, I went on and I said, I really love that red dress, and I'm going to empower my agent on my behalf to shop for that red dress when the price drops below $100. And then put it in my cart, and then I'll decide if I want to purchase it. Well, what happens if what shows up at my house is a blue dress? How do I know where something went wrong? And so we're taking a lot of time to work with all the creators of the protocols for agentic commerce to say, how do we get that transparency, that ability to opt in for customers, and the opportunity to know, if a blue dress showed up, did I make a mistake and say I wanted a blue dress? Did the merchant make a mistake and ship me the blue dress? Did the agent just do something that wasn't expected? And that's what I mean by trust and safety.
Okay, so now, do you guys have the systems in place to deal with this, or is that something that you're working on?
Yeah, it's an emerging space, and what's happening in agentic commerce these days, it's a great question, we're really in its infancy. We had a panel this morning which was really fantastic, and we talked about, with folks from OpenAI and from Microsoft, about what's really happening in the market. A lot of what's happening in an agentic experience is really on the discovery side of the journey. So think about that red dress, and how do I find that red dress in the market? But when it comes to actually making the purchase, a human is still in the loop in all of the live experiences.
Okay, so the agent doesn't buy it for you, it says, here's that red dress you were looking for, and then you buy it.
And then I buy it, yeah.
Okay.
And it's evolving, so this is our chance to learn about what's working well, what's not working well, before we get to it truly, because we want to be very responsible about this, right? Imagine this red dress is being shipped all over the world. We actually want to make sure that it's always with our customers opting in with their intent in mind, and where we can have our customers' backs. That's what we're known for, and that's what we want to bring to our customers.
Okay. So everybody seems to have a different answer to this question, but I mean, are we ever going to get to a point where everybody has an AI agent helping them shop in this way?
You know, it's a really interesting question. I love that you asked it. There's a whole world of, do you have individual AI agents acting on your behalf, and how do you build those? How do you specify what your intents are? How do you bring your data into those agentic experiences, right? If you think about your whole transaction history, we know where you like to shop, we know what kinds of things you like to buy, but then there's also a world of, who are the third parties that you trust to build those experiences on your behalf? So we see a future, for example, where, if you think of American Express and what we bring to our customers, we bring great experiences around travel, around dining, and other membership experiences. And we think, well, we could build these agentic experiences to help power even more engagement with our customers.
Yeah, okay. So this is what you're talking to people about here at Money 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great experience. I think AI is the buzzword today for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so in terms of agentic AI, I'm glad you brought up data, because that's another part of this. So is another reason to use agentic AI so that you have information on people?
I think of it more as the data that you have that customers would choose to opt in for the experiences, help power a really personalized experience, right? You think about what the AI providers are doing these days, they're creating memory. memory about it. I often say, ask your favorite LLM what it knows about you, and it's building up a memory about you based on your experiences. We think about that whole richness of data that we can bring to the table to say, okay, let's make it a more personalized experience for you.
And you said this is something that you can opt into?
Yeah.
So is that, how's that going to work? I mean, is it going to ask you, do we want to use your data? Is this, because I think there's some concern here about, maybe it knows too much about you. So how are you going to opt in or opt out?
Yeah, and those are things that we're still leaning into and learning about. So we haven't built some of this yet, but that's a really key element is it has to be opt-in, it has to be very transparent to the customer on how their data is being used. It's ultimately, we think customer first. It's our customers' data and we have to make sure that we're protecting our customers' data.
So what form is that going to take? Because I'm thinking about, shopping on Amazon, it'll be like, well, last time you bought these shoes, do you want to do that again? I mean, is that kind of what you're going to see, except, magnified to the nth degree because AI knows everything about you?
It'll be interesting to see. We'll create experiences where we'll say to our customers, if you would like to opt in your data, we can provide this richness of experience, and if not, that's okay.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, any other points that you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I think it's an exciting future. We're really excited to see where all of this goes. If I could leave you with one thing, it's that our customers at the center of everything that we do, and having that trust with our customers is the most important thing.
Okay, so this is kind of what I've been curious about. Is it you guys that's going to be creating these AI agents, or is this something that's coming from another company?
I think it'll be a mix.
Okay.
Right. So ultimately, if you think about booking a restaurant reservation, we own a variety of dining assets like Resi, and we want to make sure that customers can book those restaurant reservations anywhere they are. We're already embedded with Gemini for that, and you can book a Resi restaurant reservation already in that experience. And then we'll offer our own experiences as well, and they may have some additional aspects to that you can only get from American Express.
So does that mean you'll also be able to tell your AI agent, I want a restaurant reservation on Friday, see what you can get me?
Yeah, I mean, think about getting that hard-to-get restaurant reservation, and you say, well, if one becomes available, sign me up.
Yeah, okay, so you could also be like, I want a reservation at this specific place, and then it waits until one opens up, and then it gets it for you.
Yeah, and we can also say, well, we know you asked for this reservation, but we also know and after you've opted in, based on your preferences, here's another hidden gem that you might love, and we'll make a recommendation for it.
Okay, so shopping is going to change in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways. It's a whole new paradigm. You think about the last, bunch of years in commerce. We went from brick and mortar to web-based commerce, from web-based commerce to mobile commerce, right? And now we're going from mobile commerce to AI-powered commerce. It's exciting.
Yeah, okay. All right, any other points that you wanted to bring up? Anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that's it. Thanks for having me.
Okay, cool.